Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82. And most recently, nerds all over the world have been celebrating the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. Yes, the 40th anniversary of A New Hope, from the first year that the original Star Wars film has been released. And in honor of the 40th anniversary, I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Gamestop exclusive R5-D4. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the blister card is designed to look like the vintage Kenner figures. On the top right, we can see the Star Wars 40th anniversary emblem, and at the bottom right, we can see the GameStop exclusive sticker as well as the vintage Kenner logo. Turning the box around, we can see cross-cell panels showcasing the latest Star Wars Black Series figures, done to look like the original 12-backs from the vintage Kenner line. So with the packaging out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is R5-D4 out of the packaging, and man, I think a lot of us fans have been waiting a very long time for R5-D4 to come out in the 6-inch line. This thing does not disappoint. He has a really cool sculpt and really good paint apps that I actually like a little more than the original R2 figure. So with this figure finally in hand, let's take a closer look at R5-D4. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at R5-D4. Now he has somewhat of a cult following in the Star Wars universe. He's obviously not as popular as like R2-D2 and things like that. But let's be real, he kind of had a pivotal role in the original film. Granted, it was a small role, but still pivotal. If it wasn't for him, who knows, we might not have had R2-D2 going with Luke and whatnot, and him and C-3PO might have not have been teammates. So who knows? But you know, when he rolled off from the Jawas with Luke and Uncle Owen, he blew up, and then they exchanged him for R2. So, and then history was made. So, I mean, he is somewhat of an important character, even though he had such a minor short role in the original film. So very, very cool. And it's a little tricky because this is a GameStop exclusive, so he is a little harder to come by. And I've already seen the prices on eBay and whatnot, so it's already like almost double what you would just pay for him at a GameStop. So I was lucky enough to find him at a GameStop for a regular price, so I'm really, really excited. And I'm really excited that I got him finally in the 6-inch scale. I'm a big fan of the 6-inch figures, Black Series line, and he's such a cool droid to finally get in the Black Series. So very, very cool. The most unique thing you're going to see with him, it's really going to be his head. Just bring in R2-D2 real quick. He's pretty much the same as R2-D2 as far as the whole body goes. It's really just different paint apps and whatnot, but it's all pretty much the same. Even looking at the side, you can see it's exactly the same all the way around, just really for mostly just different paint apps for the most part. But what the big difference is his dome right here, his dome piece, which looks really, really cool. We do get nice clean silver paint apps right for his little eyepieces right here that look very, very cool. What's really good too is that what I do think the R2 missed on a bit is some of the paint apps, because he actually has some dirt markings, like in scuffage. You can kind of see a little bit of dirt right up in there, all on the dome right there. You can see little dirt pieces, even right here on the front of the actual body itself. Yet some weathering really helps this figure quite a bit, because you know, he was found on a Tatooine, and you'd figure there would be some type of wear, so that's pretty cool. You got the nice red paneling at the top, really, really cool. Now, my antenna came out of the package a little warped, but you can kind of straighten it out. It was actually worse than that, so that's actually a little better than what it was. And then we got these cool, like, little metallic hollow foil pieces going around the neck area. It's really cool. You can see those. I love that under the light. They just reflect. Those are really, really cool. So pretty awesome for what it is. Now, much like the other astromechs like R2-D2, he does rotate at the head. Now, if you do rotate the head, keep rotating, and you can kind of see his third leg coming out from the bottom right there. So he does have that third leg just like that. And what's really cool, there are actual wheels on the bottom of this, so you can actually roll him around if you really want to. So I think that's very, very cool. And then we just rotate it the other way. You can see it goes right back into the body like that. And you can have him standing on just the 2 feet, which is pretty cool. Now both legs, you just go up like that, and we get a little up and down, almost like a what do you call it, like a ankle joint kind of thing. So those go up and down just like that too. What's also pretty cool, he does have the same open panels right here, just like the R2-D2, and he does have some little tools in there, just like that original figure, like a little claw and a little zapper or whatever it is, a little hacking device and things like that too. So that's pretty cool that we get these just like the R2 figure. Now again, much like the R2 figure, these little side panels do come off just like so. So you can pop those off like that. And then you could actually get the thrusters from the R2 figure like that, and pop those on there, and you can kind of give them that thruster effect. You know, that's how R2 actually flies around, which is pretty cool. The blue is a little darker than the rest of the figure, but it's not too bad. I actually do think that's pretty passable. So, and I kind of wish it'd come with something like this, because he doesn't really come with any accessories. So it would have been cool if he just got his own thrusters. So I'm not really sure why they didn't give him at least that, especially when these panels are removable. So yeah, pretty cool. So I think overall, I'm so happy to finally have R5-D4 in the Black Series line. Like I said, he's such a small yet pivotal character in the Star Wars universe. He's got great sculpt and really good paint apps with all that, you know, the dirt and whatnot. So if you're a big Star Wars fan and you love the original trilogy especially, then I think he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your R5 comparison, here he is standing next to the vintage R5-D4 from Kenner. And for your Astromech comparison, here he is standing next to the Black Series R2-D2 and R2-Q5 figures. And for even more Black Series comparison, here he is standing next to the Black Series Luke Skywalker and C-3PO figures. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the Star Wars The Black Series GameStop exclusive R5-D4. Now overall, I absolutely love this little guy. He has always been one of my favorite droids. I am so stoked that we finally have him in the 6-inch line, and he will display proudly with the rest of my Black Series figures. So with that being said, I think he is definitely a must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. May the Force be with you, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.